Hey friends, I'm back with another no makeup. So let's jump right in. This time I do not have a lot of time. So I'm just jumping in with my brush and I'm just going to mix these two colors right here. You can see them right there. And then I am just going to go under my eye with them. Now these two colors are my brighten shade. So my brighten shade is going to essentially do what like a concealer does, but kind of not really. So a brighten shade, it kind of brightens. A concealer can conceal, but I'm not a big fan of concealer just because although it's meant to conceal, 9 times out of 10, it puts the color right back and it almost highlights the area that you're trying to get rid of. So example, if you have dark circles under your eyes, you put concealers, it's just like a white ring around a dark circle and it kind of illuminates that area. So almost like having a highlighter and then having a Sharpie and then putting a highlighter on top. You can still see the Sharpie under. So I'm not a big fan of concealers, but I love brighteners with proper color correcting. So now I have this color blended in. Whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to go down the sides of my face. And this is just going to help when I do my contour to give that look. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix these 3 colors right here. So these 3 right here. So I literally just go like this in between these 3 colors. And I literally put them right under where I put those first 2 colors. So I like to just kind of put it all over, to be honest. I'm going back in, putting a little bit on my forehead, and then I'm just kind of blending them in. So at this point, my face should be meshing together. I don't look ashy anymore like I did when I put on those first colors. And then also, my face is going to be blended, but I lost some of my definition. I naturally have like kind of cheeks and my cheekbones are naturally higher. So I'm going to use my contour to bring that back. So for contour, I like to use these 2 colors right here. So I'm just gonna squeeze and get my brush in there. And then I'm gonna turn a tiny bit and make a silly face. And I'm going to get my contour going. So I'm gonna do the same over here, make a silly face. I'm not gonna contour my nose today. I just don't feel like it. So I'm just basically blending in my contour now that I just put on. So I'm just going to blend that in, and whatever's left, I'm going to put, just kidding, I'm going in for more. I'm going to put some on my forehead. And then if you have time, you can go down your jawline if you like that super kind of look. I'm not gonna lie, I like my face as natural as possible, so I don't want to do anything extra I don't need to do. So now that I have this on, I'm pretty much done, but I want to put a little bit of blush on. So I'm going to go in with this bright shade right here. So I'm gonna go in with this baby right here, and it's like, girl, bye, she's too bright, what are you thinking? I am a daredevil is what I'm thinking. So I'm putting that on the high points of my cheek. Whatever's left is going on my lips. And here's my tip. So if you don't like a lot of bright colors, especially on your lips, what I like to do is put that color, I'll go back in with my very first color, my very first contour color, and then I'll just kind of blend it. Because that dark brown will kind of help balance it out. So now it looks normal. All right, so now I'm just going to blend this in, and I blend to my cheekbones and I go up. Now blush is the first thing that leaves, and I'm a blush girly, so I honestly do not mind having all this color on. For some, it might look ridiculous, and that's okay if you don't like it, but your girl loves some blush. So I'm putting my blush all over my face, and I always almost bring it up toward like my temples. So there we go. There we go. So I have my blush on. If you're blushed, I put the rest of it on my nose. If you're like, girl, bye, that's way too much, go back in with your foundation color. Remember these 3 that I mixed? Go back in with that and then pat on top of it, and it'll kind of mute it down a little bit. So this is my full face. I did my full face of makeup minus my mascara off camera. I did my full face of makeup using just this palette right here. So I used this baby here. And then I use these in the front. So if you like this custom makeup and you want to do your makeup in 5 minutes or less, go ahead and shoot me a message or comment match below, and I'll tell you more about how to get started. Okay, bye.